Welcome, Sagittarius, to your reading today. This is going to be a timeless reading, but if it matters to you, I am doing the reading in March and we'll post it in March. So for some of you, you might consider it your March reading, but it's really meant to be timeless. Whenever you see this reading, it's for you. I do a different style of reading every month by birth chart. So for the birth chart readings in March, I'm going to do a pick a pile. I've done that for a couple of signs so far, and I think I might just continue that for this month. I don't think I'm going to do that forever and ever unless everyone absolutely loves it. Then maybe it will change. So our first pile is going to be from the Druidic Tarot deck. These are the cards. I'm just going to pick a random card from this pile to help you identify with it. So we've got the Druid of Swords representing this first pile. Second deck, new to me, Midnight Magic deck. It's a mushroom deck. So again, we'll just shuffle this deck and pick a card. Top of the deck, what do we have here? We have the Page of Wands. So that's the second pile. Third pile is from this Pastoral Tales deck, one of my recent favorites. I just love the imagery in this deck. Top card, this is the Hierophant. Okay. So one of these decks is yours. Pile 1, Druidic Tarot, Druid of Swords. Pile 2, Midnight Magic Tarot deck, Page of Wands, and deck 3 is the Pastoral Tales Tarot, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so go ahead and pick your pile and then jump ahead. Your piles will be marked below in the timeline. Welcome back. We are starting with pile 1 today. This was the Druidic Tarot. I am going to shuffle the deck for Sagittarius. Anyone in the sign of Sagittarius that needs a message from me in pile 1, can you tell me a little bit about the current situation? What's going on in this current situation? For anyone in the sign of Sagittarius needs a message from me today. One card, please. Okay. 7 of Cups. Hopes, dreams, wishes, plans for the future. That's your current situation. We don't know if this is positive or negative. It could go in either direction. It could be really your wishes and hopes and dreams, but there could be a little bit of fear and anxiety around this current situation. Definitely a lot of thought. So living in the mind, that seems to be the general energy for pile 1 in this reading. Tell me a little fact about this situation. I would like to know more. What do I need to know more about this situation? The Devil. So Sagittarius, in this situation that you're in, some of the thoughts that may be surrounding you could be materialistic thoughts. It's thoughts around worldly things. So this is not you spending a lot of time and thought thinking about your spiritual nature. This is you spending a lot of time and thought thinking about money, thinking about possessions, it could even be thinking about relationships, the sexual side of relationships. So there's definitely factually a lot going on in this area in your life. It could be that you're really drawn to dreaming about having more of these things. Some of your fears could be around these things tying you down or keeping you down. Okay? But there's a component of worldly things really being on your mind. It could be a mixture of both. You could be wishing and hoping and dreaming to have all of these things, and also fearful of the constraints around you because of these things. Could be both. Okay, so let's learn what we need to let go of. So what does Sagittarius really need to let go of here? Oh, we've got several cards here. 7 of Stones, Druid of Wands, and 2 of Swords reverse. Okay. Sorry if this ends up being a rough edit. I had to wait for a really loud plane to pass because I didn't think that you'd be able to hear me very well. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Stones, the Druid of Wands, and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. It's like you're building for your future, kind of stacking your dreams, stacking your ideas. Either this could be in your mind or actual real life activities that are taking place to build towards a future, a solid future for yourself. You're really doing everything that's within your personal capacity right now to build a better future for yourself. You have this motivation, this real passion to achieve a certain goal in life. There's definitely a sense of achievement. You have a goal in mind of where you'd like to land. This doesn't mean I want to achieve the goal of being promoted to X position, right? I mean, it could be that, but it could be kind of this general sense of where you want to be, like financially, what you want your life to look like, what you want your life to feel like. You have a general sense of where you would ideally want to be, and you're driven to achieve that, and you're working towards achieving that, right? But there's a lot of worry and fear. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? That's the phrase that kept running through my head while I was waiting for that plane to pass over. I couldn't even concentrate really on the other cards. It was just this, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Going through the mind. And it's like that's something you need to let go of. I feel like the thing you need to let go of is some sort of anxiety or fear, worry that you don't know what it is that you should be doing to make the right choices. Like you're so really focused on achieving a certain goal and making the right steps towards the future without making any missteps, any mistakes, that there's a lot of worry and about what choice to make right now. Okay. What opportunities are there for Sagittarius, please? Opportunities. These cards, yeah, there was one of them here. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. A very mistrustful person. Someone who does not make wise choices, can be a little bit aggressive possibly, or acts without thinking, and that results in a lot of mistakes, disharmony, just lots of bad. Rushes into things way too fast without thinking, and that's an opportunity for you. So this may be someone in your life, someone you work with, somebody who you have agreements with. It's like keep your eye out for a mistake that they might be making, because that's going to be an opportunity for you. Maybe to step in there. Is there any clarification on this card? Not all of the cards, please. But thank you. Just one card, please. This card, 4 Swords in reverse. You need to step in and take action when there's some sort of misstep. Like there is at least one person in your life that, I don't know what area of your life it's in, but there's a person who moves too quickly, rushes too quickly into making decisions and moving things along. And it's going to impact you in some way. And that's going to create an opportunity for you that you should not sit on. You shouldn't rest and concentrate and contemplate whether or not this is the opportunity for you. You should actually act like the knight and take action when that opportunity presents itself. You need to move quickly on it. Okay, there's something that's going to be unreachable for you here that's on your mind. Let's figure out what that is. High Priestess. We've got a bunch of cards that came here, so we're going to take these. Was there more? No, I think that's it. We have the Apprentice of Wands in reverse and the Five of Stones in reverse with the High Priestess. Oof. Five of Stones in reverse. Okay, so I do think that some part of your dream is that you're going to have this ultimate wisdom and knowledge, almost like this incredible foresight, where you're going to be able to intuitively know what the choices are, what your path is supposed to be, so you can make the right choice. It comes back to this, right? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? This is why this is on your mind. You want to rely on being able to be really intuitive. It might be why you watch tarot, because you think somebody's going to give you the answer and tell you what path you should take. And it's telling you that that's unachievable for you right now. And this, never worrying about finances or money, never worrying about having to start over, do something new, start from the ground up and begin anew again. It's like you have this wish or dream for having this experience and this knowledge to be on this well-worn path where you've climbed the mountain and now you can just camp at the top of the mountain forever and ever. And you'll have this wisdom and experience to protect you from ever having any material troubles ever again, whether it's financial, housing, food, job, anything in this earthly world. And this Apprentice of Wands in reverse is about not really having to worry about being naive or new to something ever again, not starting something new. Like, you really just want to rest. And this energy is saying you can't. I'm sorry, but you can't. That's here. There's going to be a new opportunity for you. You're going to have to do some building again and start something new again on this path. The current path that you're on right now. Okay, what's helpful now? What should you do to reach your goals? We got a couple cards here. Got Druid of Cups came out first. This one fell down. Three of Wands. Well, you can see right in that card, this is your card about taking journeys and moving on. So what you're going to do in this current situation for your best possible result is remain steadfast in who you are, what you know to be true about the world. You do have a very deep-rooted and, how do I say this? A deep-rooted and vast knowledge about the world. You have a lot of experience. You've probably been through the ringer, which is why you want to have this almost like crystal ball to tell you what's going to happen in the future, so you don't have to deal with any of those sorts of problems ever again. The benefit of all of that you have been through, this incredible journey, is that it has given you a great gift of wisdom, a really, really solid emotional intelligence, and an emotional base to work from. And while you would like to sit in peace like a meditating Buddha forever and ever, it's really not the place for you, right? It might be that you have more healing and that's why you're feeling that way. But really what is most helpful for you is to lean on that resource that you have, that emotional awareness and intelligence, that resilience that you've already built. That's going to be really, really helpful for you now. And also embracing change, embracing that there might be another path that you're about to go on, another journey. And that's said right over here. So I think it's going to be helpful for you to be open to something new. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who doesn't want to be hearing new. Like you want to be just building something slow and steady for this really secure future. But this is all saying new. And if I'm talking to somebody who does want something new, yay. Like maybe you've passed this hurdle already. This is maybe recent past for you. Okay. Is there something Sagittarius should avoid in the current situation? Okay, we received a lot of cards, 4 of them. So we received the Empress, the Apprentice of Cups in reverse, 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Okay, so this is all about self-doubt. This is all about worry about not having a victory, having a lot of anxiety, feeling like novice, like you don't have it in you, lots of worry and fear here, and ignoring the true Empress energy that is within you. So that is exactly what this is. What's not going to be helpful is leaning into anxiety and fear. I feel this is kind of this anxiety and fear path that you do pull yourself out of from time to time, because you certainly have this. You're both the King of Cups and the Empress energy in this reading. So you have something fantastic. You have been through an incredibly difficult journey in this life. You wouldn't achieve either of those, let alone both, had you not been. And I'm sure that you are just ready to rest because you feel like, why did I choose this path? I'm tired. I'm tired right now. I want to sit in this dreamy energy where there's a possibility that my future involves me just being this dude, sitting here, meditating, watching the fish all day, because I feel like I've earned it, right? But the fact of the matter is, you've got worldly things to worry about. Whether you've bitten off more than you can chew, or whether your real desires are tied here. There's something about this path related to the material world that is telling you, you need to do this. You can't rest yet. There's more work to do. And maybe part of that work is resolving this materialistic piece. I mean, we all need material things to get by in this world. None of us are living like monks. Some people are, but very few of us. Let's just put it that way. If you have the internet, if you're watching YouTube videos, you're part of this world, right? And honestly, to maintain your health socially as a human being, we're social creatures, you're going to have some materialistic connection in the way that our world operates right now. And I think that's kind of the back and forth almost that I feel that's happening here, is this pull of like, I just want to isolate and not be a part of this material world. But the fact is that you know you have to remain in it, because you don't plan on moving to Alaska and isolating yourself like a hermit for the rest of your life, living off the land. Definitely, I don't feel that energy here. So Druidic of Stones in reverse. Let me get one more card here clarifying. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is confirming for me. There's a lot of resistance I feel within you in continuing to follow a traditional path. It has to do with this devil energy. And it doesn't feel nurturing to you to do things like the status quo, do things the way that they're supposed to be done, which is probably why it's asking you to not rest on whatever this opportunity is over here and lean heavily into your emotional awareness and this side of yourself, what you really want, what will really make you feel fulfilled in this life, so you can embark on this next stage of your journey. I do feel like there is a tug of war going on within you around the material world and around having to follow a traditional path. And whatever this opportunity might, I don't think that you've thought of it yet. And I don't think that it's occurred to you that there's an opportunity for you to solve this problem, but you have to act on it quickly. It is going to be a new journey, a new path for you. And it is going to mean that you have to lean very, very heavily on your emotions, who you are, really a lot of self-awareness in that path. Okay, Sag, hopefully this reading was for at least one of you. If it was, and you like the reading or would like to see others like it, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. Thanks. Welcome, Pile 2, to your reading today. This pile is for anyone in the sign of Sagittarius who needs a message from me today using this particular deck. We're using the Midnight Magic Tarot deck. Anyone in the sign of Sagittarius, tell me about a current situation that needs to hear a message from me today, please. One card, please. I'm going to take this card. Page of Wands. Well, that was the card that came up in the pile picking for you. So I think this is your card today. I'm going to take it. Page of Wands. Something new. You're either hoping for something new. Let's find out more about this something new. Can you tell me something that we need to know about this new thing here? Whatever it may be. Judgment. Okay, you're going to be one of those readings where I'm going to need more cards to tell this story. Okay. Well then, the world. Another card, please. Ten of Cups. One more card, please. That's a lot of cards. Well, thank you for those cards. Let's just get one card, please. Queen of Pentacles. You have got some heavy hitters here. We're just going to lay out all these cards because I want this story before I start giving you too much here. I want to know what's going on. Got the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune that came out all together. We're putting these back and see if any of them come back. I would like one card, please. It's helpful. I need to know what's going to help Sagittarius here. Look at us with more cards again. Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Empress. I feel like we got 3 cards last time, 3 cards this time. We should take them. Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Empress. Telling us kind of similar information, I think. All right. What's not helpful? Four of Cups. Queen of Wands, reverse. All right, what is this story? Okay. What I'm getting from this whole story here is you have been inspired to start something new or are recently engaging in something new. Like it's an idea that's been a real epiphany for you. That's the Judgment card. It's a complete awakening, like an awareness of this is something that you really, really want to do. You may be in the planning stages right now. You may have already taken action on it, but this is something you're definitely hoping for, working towards. Lots of energy around this right now. It's like you've had an aha moment around something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's something new, okay, that you've really had an awareness and an aha moment about. And for whoever this is, you're going to know what it is. I can't even say this is starting a new relationship, leaving a relationship, starting a business, going in, any area of life, okay? And it might be different for many of you, which is why it's really not at all specific. The thing you need to really be careful of is putting all of your eggs in one basket is what I got when I pulled this card. Not thinking that this is your whole world or there being a danger of putting all of your focus and energy into this thing and ignoring other aspects of your life. So just be careful, even though it may be your true passion and a true awakening, and you want to put all your time and energy in there, just be cautious to make sure that you're balanced in your approach and that you don't make it your entire world, that you do maintain ties with what's in your current world. And so you're not burning bridges, because those are going to be important for you along the way. We'll go here next and talk about this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is actually, while Queen of Pentacles is a lovely, lovely energy, it's something that you should really not rely on right now, sort of an unreachable goal. And I think that the unreachable goal is talking about feeling really fulfilled and nurtured, and like you're going to be really abundant in this area right out of the gate. Almost like putting a lot of your time and energy and focus into it, the more it's like the more you burn the candle on both ends to make this anything and everything, the faster you think you're going to get to the the goal, the end goal, the reward component of this, where you're able to be really abundant. Financial abundance is coming out here. So where you're going to be able to be making a lot of money. It's really saying that's unreachable right now, to think about all of the financial success that you are going to have with this. It doesn't mean you won't have financial success. It's saying that that can't be an expectation that you're putting all your time and energy toward, because it may actually lead to disappointment when you don't have a lot of financial abundance right away. It might be that financial abundance is there for you just a little bit later, right? Like there's some dues to be paid first. And so many of you already realize that. This is really just cautious to say, just don't get your hopes too high that this is going to pay off like the lottery right away. It is likely to be a really good path for you. And I mean, based on whatever else is here, I'm saving the best for last, just by the way. So this is going to be a really good path for you. It seems like your awakening really is a true calling for you, and that you've made a really good choice here in whatever you're really turning your passion towards. Really good choice. But it doesn't mean that the road is going to be quick for you to get to the financial win. There's going to be so many other wins along the way that are so fulfilling that you don't need to really worry about the money part of it just yet. That comes later. And so just put that on the shelf and enjoy the immediate aspects of it that will be fulfilling for you, because there will be plenty of them. And all of this is confirmed for me by the Four of Cups on like what you should avoid, what's not helpful for you, what doesn't serve you, and that's the Four of Cups. Those moments where you're feeling sorry for yourself, like, and all of this energy, the World, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups together in this side of the reading, it's really just cautioning you against feeling sorry for yourself when you haven't gotten to the finish line on day 10, right? Like, this is a journey, this path that you've taken. This is a true journey. And it's really pushing you to make sure that you are enjoying the journey. And because the journey is the 10 of Cups. The journey is the opportunity in and of itself. This is the chance. This is the path to fulfillment. 10 of Cups. I mean, whoa. You certainly picked the right path here. Okay, it is the path that is the reward. And when every element of that path doesn't come through right out of the gate, it's really encouraging you to make sure you remind yourself that you're not going to hit a home run every time you go up to bat. You've got to swing and miss, and that's part of the journey. Because if you didn't swing and miss, there's so much learning and experience that you would miss along the way. Sounds like such a mom thing to say, but truly that's what your cards are telling you. You've got some big cards here, okay? This is such a fantastic read. I hope that somebody like woke up from a dream recently and is studying and digging into this idea and sees this reading and is like, oh my gosh, that's just confirmation. Like, I hope that that's there for someone, because what is helpful for you right now, what you do need to understand to reach your goals, we've got the 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment card, 6 of Pentacles. That's being able to exchange, a give and take, charitable exchange, balance with other people, and the Empress. I mean, this is so good. There may be a person out there who you really look up to, strong feminine energy, really experienced, somebody who you almost feel like might not give you the time of day, that you may be able to seek their advice It may be somebody you, like I said, are really looking up to, somebody who's inspired you to go on this path. I would encourage you to at least try to reach out to that person. They may have some suggestions or recommendations for you for people that you can connect with to actually make this successful for you. It is truly a wish fulfillment for you. It's saying not to forget that this is your path, that this is something that you're meant to be doing. And whenever you get discouraged, just always be reminding yourself that this, I mean, we've got the 10 and the 9 of cups right here. So always be reminding yourself of that and really be luxuriating in this journey because it's wonderful. There are other people that are part of this journey with you. That's an important aspect of it. That's going to be really, really helpful so make sure you seek out those individuals. You may have investors, maybe just in time, money, experience, knowledge, mentorship, somebody who's going to help partner with you in some way, provide you some information that's really going to be helpful for you on this path. Okay, the ultimate outcome we have here is Queen of Wands in reverse, which is like clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So the time frame for this reading is not long term. This is kind of a short term view of this particular part of this journey. And it's saying that you're not achieving Queen of Wands, you're actually moving past Queen of Wands. But really, it's about focusing more on the reliability, the accountability, the consistency part of this journey, whatever that means for you in this path. I'm not sure what your path is, but less energy, like once you get well on your way into the journey, like this is the creative new beginning where you're like collecting the sticks in the woods and putting all the kindling together and building the fire, doing the research, understanding a little bit more about what it will take to embark on this journey. This is either where you are now or where you're going in the very immediate future. And your long-term future is not staying in this creative, really passionate, fiery energy, like driving forward, charge, that sort of thing. You're not going to be in that energy. Where you really want your energy to be focused is going to be on that kind of consistent, reliable. The Knight of Pentacles is the most consistent, most reliable knight in the deck. Most of the others are pretty untrustworthy, pretty like rash in their decisions and things like that. And it's saying, stay the course. Slow and steady is going to win this race, which goes back to this Queen of Pentacles over here. Stop looking at this. This is not tomorrow, okay? Slow and steady wins the race and brings you to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this was your reading. It was a doozy and it was wonderful. If this reading resonated with you, if you'd like the reading or want to see others like it, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. Thanks. Sagittarius, pile 3. King of Pentacles just popped right out. Okay. Let's concentrate on your reading and then we'll pick your card. But let's keep that King of Pentacles in mind, okay? Sagittarius, pile 3. This reading may be for you if you picked the Pastoral Tales Tarot deck for your reading today. I'd like to know about a current situation. Tell me about Sagittarius, what their current situation is, and what they need to hear from me today. One card, please. Well, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. That's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of giving, a lot of cooperation, partnership, exchange, charitability. There's a lot of love in this card. A lot of give and take, partnership, balance. Someone's really taking care of someone else here. I've got the High Priestess and the Hangman. I feel like someone here has had a recent, either a spiritual awakening or is really leaning more heavily into their intuition, connecting with others, connecting with people, connecting with spirit. It really helping to change their perspective on a certain situation. Bringing things into perspective, this connection that you have, this intuition, time spent in prayer, meditation, thought, really listening to your inner voice, inner self. It's really benefiting you here. It has something to do with this Six of Pentacles. It's either brought you to the Six of Pentacles or is bringing you to it. My goodness. Beautiful cards for this reading. Temperance. Five of Swords. Okay, so there's been a lot of conflict in some area of your life that you really need to let go. It's not going to heal on its own. It's not going to, there may be then an agree to disagree sort of situation here, but it's definitely something you need to let go of. You need to move on from this. And this may be this High Priestess, Hangman situation that you've got here. Really take a different view on this situation and let go of any past grievances. Let go of any need for an apology. Let go of any need for complete resolution. Let go of any need for complete harmony in the situation. I feel for many of you, this is likely related to family, like a family strife or family disagreement. There may be a lot of hurt and pain. It doesn't mean that you were not wronged or treated wrongly. But there is a lot of love here. And it's about coming together, coming back together with somebody. And somebody needs a nurturing. I don't know if it's you or someone in your family that needs you right now. We've got the Ace of Pentacles as an opportunity here. There's a chance for something to start new again. And there's actually, with this Pentacle energy, it could have a financial component to it, but I feel that it's more relationships. Believe it or not, the Wheel of Fortune upright here is telling you this isn't about luck. You need to let go of someone getting how come it's not coming out? You need to let go of the fact that somebody else seems to have gotten all of the luck, is kind of what it feels like. Or the fact that maybe someone resents you for feeling like you were the lucky one. Someone feels like the lucky one here, and that's part of the conflict and strife. There's some jealousy. So, oof. All the cards falling in my lap here. Give me a minute. There's another message here. Hasn't completely come through yet, but it has something to do with this expectation that something lucky is going to happen. Like you're going to win something. And you shouldn't put all your eggs in that basket. Yeah, Ten of Swords confirming. Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Don't put all your eggs in that basket. That you're going to win something. And it's going to allow you to start something new and finally rest. That's what you think. That's not, it's like this is kind of a not reliable to expect that this is going to go in your favor and then you're going to just be able to like kick back and relax. Whatever that is. There's someone here that's very helpful for you now. This is masculine energy, very, very solid energy, someone who's very calm under pressure, someone you lean on for advice. It may be somebody you haven't seen for a long time, and it would benefit you to visit that person and have a conversation with them. Just the two of you, if possible. I love this image of this man pouring himself a glass of wine by candlelight, all alone, out on the porch, right? And that's kind of the vibe, right? Like, go sit on the porch and have a whiskey or a glass of wine, right? With dad or grandpa or uncle or friend, you know, someone who's got this wise masculine energy. It's going to be very helpful for you in whatever this is. This is a short-term experience for you. It's almost like you're going back home and you're for a funeral or something, right? And I hate to say that, like, I'm sorry if you've gone back home for a funeral for somebody that you've lost that you really care about. But sometimes those endings can bring people back together again. It's like a reunion of sorts. I'm getting kind of this reunion energy here, like a coming back home sort of energy. And the ultimate outcome that's going to happen in this particular energy is you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to choose one path or the other. And there's going to be a lot of temptation on one of those paths. What's on the other one? The other path is love. Wow. You're going to have to choose between worldly pleasures and temptation and your heart. Boy, if this doesn't scream coming home again at a funeral when you've had like some family parting ways, like somebody said something that they shouldn't have and it caused some sort of severing, right? And you went down this path of being like on this successful career, right? Let's just say, or maybe you went down a path that was just very different than everyone else, and you let them do their thing, and you did your thing, and whatever their thoughts or beliefs were that were so offensive to you, you just like were the lone wolf in the family. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. It doesn't have to be exactly, but that's kind of the vibe, right, of this reading. Like you went on your own And something happened. There's certainly been a lot of conflict, but something happened that's kind of bringing you all back together for one reason or another. And oftentimes that might be, somebody's passed on. Maybe there's a will, there's a funeral, there's something that's happening that, brings you all back together. Not by choice, but it's something big that's going to motivate you to all be together in the same room. And oftentimes the death is the thing that brings people who have been fighting for years of their lives together. And you've got a new perspective on it, right? You've maybe healed a little bit from this situation. And I feel like you're going to feel torn at the end of this on which way to go. There's some choice about money or love. And the final card I'm going to pull for you in this reading is what's not going to be helpful for you. And what's not going to be helpful for you is to be defensive. To put up walls and to be really, really defensive is not actually going to help you in this situation. It's going to be probably more helpful for you to lean into High Priestess energy. Lean on your intuition and not your reactiveness. And that's going to help you because you've got a choice to make downstream. Ooh, interesting reading. Okay, Sagittarius, if this was your reading, I would appreciate a like or subscribe, especially if you'd like to see others like it in the future. All right, thanks for joining today.